YouTube, what's going on? Consumer Reviews and DIYs here, back with another video. And today we got another DeWalt review video. We got the DCS 571B Atomic 20 volt max brushless 4.5-inch circular saw. Let's go ahead and get this cracked open and we'll take a look at it. This is a nice tool to add to the collection. The smaller form factor. However, this is longer than your traditional, circular saw. In addition to the saw, you're going to get the guide, and then also there is a hookup, just in the event you want to hook up a shop vac or something to catch that dust when you're making your cuts. So you're going to get that included. And DeWalt is also including a 4.5-inch blade as well. Now, the question is, do you really need this item? And my answer would be no. Especially if you already have a circular saw, I'm sure you can make do with what you already have. But if you don't already have a circular saw, this may be a good substitute. I'm not sure that you really need a circular saw if you have this little saw, depending on what type of cuts you're going to be making. When I tested this item out, I was pretty surprised at the power load that it did have. It ripped right through the board without having any problem. And then also you have this little handle that you can grab onto for increased stability. You also have a leveling adjuster that if you want to minimize the blade exposure, you can do so. But I mean, you could do that on a traditional circular saw as well from DeWalt. So pretty straightforward tool, just something additional have, in a whole toolbox just in case you utilize it in tighter spaces. And also too, it allows you, in my opinion, to get to the edge of the board. So if you only need to take a snippet off or a small amount, this particular saw is pretty helpful in doing so. As stated previously, here's that lever that allows you to control your blade exposure. So I won't spend too much time talking about the circular saw. This is pretty consistent. This lever adjustment is consistent on other tools as well, even the your traditional circular saw from DeWalt. I do want to say that this is not a sponsored video by DeWalt, but these are my opinions on the tool. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and make some cuts. All right, so we'll just be cutting a standard board, nothing too large. I got a 1.7 milliamp power sack on here. This should be fully charged. I always like to keep my tools as light as possible when I'm making cuts. You can also use this one-handed. I mean, you can two-handed by holding the lever if you need some more stability, but it is super easy to do one-hand cuts with this saw. Now, I gotta say that was a really smooth cut, cut like butter. I was only using, the one hand. I didn't push it, really hard or anything, because, it's my first time using it. So just trying to get used to it to see what it can do, what kind of resistance I'm getting back from it. But that cut was, super easy. Again, this is just a standard board. So for this next cut, I'm gonna make our mark right there at the edge of the board. And this is what I mentioned earlier about just having a smaller form factor saw that's able to get to these small parts just because of the size. All right, so this cut that I just made can be made with your standard, circular saw, but in my opinion, I would say that using this smaller saw would be easier. I think it really just depends on your mindset. Some of us have a mindset or ideology of the right tool for the right job. So I think if that is your mindset, you'll probably love this tool. But if you have a more minimalist mindset where, you'll get one tool and you'll use it for a variety of different applications, then this probably would not be the tool for you. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. If you already have a standard size circular saw, is this a need? Thanks for coming to check out the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.